Ta-da! We are live. We are on the internet.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fandible Office Hours.
Please tell us if you can hear us. We don't know what we're doing.
We're live. Oh shit.
We're professionals. Yes, this is Office Hours, and much like a professor's office hours, we are open when we say we are open.
We are open.
All right.
Yeah. So this is why we don't post the hours.
41 minutes after we originally had wanted to do this, here we are.
Fun fact: not technical difficulties on our end.
No, we
but technical difficulties on the end of the restaurant that we
Yeah.
ordered food from, and
Yeah.
we weren't able to eat until about 10 minutes ago. So that was
delicious,
fun.
though.
Although it was very delicious. Food.
Delicious. Very good Korean food.
But yes, not their fault. They forgot to turn on the phone, so we had to go in the cold. I had to go in the cold. So, anyways, welcome to Fandible Office Hours, where we discuss various topics having to do with RPGs, video games, whatever seems to catch our fancy, occasionally our pets. So last time we met, speaking of my pets, that's going to go off in a little while.
That's fine. He's part of the show by now.
Yep, pretty much.
So gentlemen, we all have role-playing horror stories, correct?
Yes.
And I do love to open up with a nice role-playing horror story. And this is not a horror story in the sense that it is from a narrative, a game that you played that was supposed to be scary, but it was from the terrible interaction with terrible other gamers. And as we are three guys, I imagine that we don't.
As your director, I'm telling you to you're hiding behind the mic just a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Do what I want. Yeah. So move to the. There we go.
There we go.
There we
There we go. You got space.
I got space.
There we go. Now they can see. Like, look, this is what they pay the money for.
Yeah.
All right? They want to see all of this.
That's. Do they?
I mean, I assume they keep
How's my
coming back.
face now? Like
There it is. Yeah, now we can see it.
Okay. Cool.
So, anyways, so everything from dealing with. Oh, right. As we are three guys. Chances are we don't have a lot of the tales of sexism or homophobia that I've seen at the table. Have we all been at a table where someone has shamelessly tried to hit on a woman at the table? I definitely have. I definitely have.
Like cons and stuff. Yeah. I mean, no. We have been at a table here for Fandible where somebody has shamelessly tried to hit on somebody. It's usually Billy to Angela. They are married. It's basically allowed.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We're a special case.
Yeah, exactly.
We're a special case.
In that case, strangely enough, not really my case, but I haven't played as many roleplay games outside of Fandible as you guys have. So I haven't seen the full horrors of that part, at least.
Yep.
I've seen other things. But
Yeah, you've been exposed primarily to the horrors of Fandible.
Yes.
And not much else. Yeah.
Does anything come to mind? Not terrible interactions with from often. I've seen a couple GMs, try to use their position of power, and I could not possibly use those air quotes anymore. Their positions of power to try to impress someone at the table. And it's usually extremely cringeworthy. It's a bad scene all around. Does anything else, just for stuff that you've seen, like a bad story from a gaming table, does anything come to mind?
Not necessarily from a gaming table. It's more just. Well, okay. I have two kind of stories. The first was played a couple years ago. I went to a pickup game at a gaming store where every Wednesday they played random games of D&D with random players. I'm like, oh, this seems like fun. And the first session I went, most of the people were cool.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, but there was one person who obviously invited a friend, and the friend was one of those people who kept talking and over talking people. And the character, here's the funny thing: the character I had decided to play, was a dwarf who served.
Back up! You decided to play.
I know it's weird.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Yeah. A dwarf who basically was a cleric and served a god of money, and basically all my spells were like, coin money magic and stuff like that. It was fun. It was hilarious.
Ruh-roh.
But think of a bearded guy, short, who likes to throw away money, and if you were, say, anti-Semitic or along those terms, and you thought, ha, you're making fun of the Jews like me, I'm like, I didn't even think about that when I made this character, but now because of you, this character is tainted forever. Thanks for that.
Yep.
So quick before we continue, Diplomacy Raptor, thank you for joining us. By the way, looks like you have to go quickly. Enjoy movie night. But yes, Diplomacy Raptor mentions that they about 10 or plus or so years ago felt that they did that with a player, the flirt, but then again they were dating at the time.
Okay, so that's fair. That's fair.
You know, that's fair. You're
There are
dating
definitely
the
gray
player.
areas.
Yeah. But you know.
The other one I had was years before. I think like the first or second year when I started playing with Fanable, I still was not looking for other groups, but like playing with other groups and other pickup games and stuff like that, just for kicks. And there was one group, I can't remember the game anymore, but after the game, this huge guy, I'm only saying this because it's relevant to the story. This huge, like fat, like Caucasian dude, redhead, not you, possibly related. I don't know yet.
Possibly.
Okay.
all
He
know
basically
each
after talking, he's like,
all those white guys know each other.
yeah. First off, he's always like, oh yeah, man, like I hang out, and you know what? For a while, a couple years ago, I had an Asian girlfriend. I'm like, okay, that's relevant because
There's some problematic.
and then yeah, it's like that was so fucking cool, you know. I'm like, I know, okay, but that's not the weirdest part.
Oh boy.
The weirdest part is when we started talking about some of the games he ran, and one of them was Demon. And he was like, oh, we went ahead and like explored our deeper, darker side. There was one time there was a baby, and I said like, oh look, I gotta go. Wow, look at the time. Wow, look at the time.
I'm
of
assuming
my
this
skin.
was like old school demon, like
Old school demon, like Demon the
Lord.
Fallen.
Yeah, Demon the
Demon the
Fallen,
Fallen.
not Demon the Descent. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
Yeah.
wow. So you just, you're a horrible person. I'm going to leave now.
Yeah, that sounds like any time somebody would start a sentence with like, so my Sabat game.
Yeah, or if like you're doing like Maze, like so there I was, right, Nafandi, and
Yeah. Yeah. Any White Wolf definitely was and still is, or I think now it's what is it? Something of Darkness, Path of Darkness.
Chronicles of Darkness. Yeah.
Is always was and possibly is always trying to be like the edgelord of role playing.
Yeah, you start with an edgy concept, and you go like, yes, but what if all edge?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you release
Point you all the way around.
Because that was the thing. Like it was like White Wolf, and then there was like Black Dog, and Black Dog was like
What's
the
Black Dog?
Black Dog was like
Their
an
R-rated
imprint.
publication.
Yeah, they're
There was
R-rated.
an R rated for
imprint.
World of Darkness. It was an R rated.
Yeah, like the
the
werewolves.
Zamichi,
Shinichi
clan
books,
book.
a lot of the werewolf stuff that was like worm stuff, like the Black Spiral, the CSDs, Black Spiral Dancers. I think some of the Nafandi stuff was also like basically all the you want to play the bad guys. Yeah, Black Dog was their imprint for like the these are the really edgy games. Some of them were okay, a lot of them were not great.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was always I once sat down. I was at this like meet and greet for role playing games, and it was actually where we met.
Yeah.
And there was a table full of guys, and so you basically walk around. It's kind of like speed dating.
Yeah.
You walk around, you talk to different tables. They tell you what they're about, and they're looking for new players. And it's a weird, like I said, it's a weird mix between speed dating and interviewing.
Yeah.
And this one group of guys said like, oh yeah, we run a D&D game. And I was like, oh, cool. What's the setting? And they're like, oh, it's New York City. And I was like, oh, that sounds dope. All right, cool. And they're like, yeah. And the way that we do it is all the races are kind of the races that are associated with the different neighborhoods. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. And like the more I thought about it, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just quick question. Where did you put the orcs? Okay.
I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
the Bronx, right?
Oh no, they divvied it up like, like Harlem, Spanish Harlem, the Diamond Districts, the yeah. Yeah.
So they didn't just say like elves in Manhattan, and
No,
they actually
no,
they actually had to divide Manhattan into sections.
They went to the full demographics.
Yeah,
and-
Wow, they
like-
looked at a chart on Google.
Yeah, exactly. And they were like, if it's an African American community, then it will be all of this.
Okay,
And
here's the thing. Like you told the story before, but I didn't know it was like that specific.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And so I passed,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I passed. That was. I mean, I think I dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have given him a chance. It might have been interesting. You never
No.
know.
I don't want to be associated with that.
No.
I don't like. Can you imagine like being part of Fandible and somebody? It's like, hey, I played a game with that dude. He paid an orc. Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Bringing back the political blah person reference, by the way. That's the timely reference.
wow.
Or-
Yeah, that's what we haven't used in a while. Yeah.
Yep.
We do have a few comments on
Oh
the
yeah,
chat.
please ask us questions.
yes.
We got Eagle D20 and Skystar42, longtime viewers, and thank you as always for hanging out with us when we do this. Yeah, White Wolf is in fact, no, White Wolf still exists, but there's also Onyx Path.
Yes.
So Onyx Path, as far as I can tell, has taken over like the tabletop RPG side of things.
Kind of.
Like
Wolf,
they write the
newer
the
stuff,
pen
like-
and paper, like the newer pen and
yeah,
paper
but the
stuff.
Vampire the Masquerade, like the newer version, is a different paradox. Now,
Yeah.
creates that.
But like newer, like the Chronicles of Darkness stuff and all
Is
the new
Onyx Path.
tabletop role playing games with Onyx Path.
Old-
White Wolf still owns the licenses for like all like Vampire the Masquerade and all
Yeah.
this other
And
stuff.
and they're still they started creating those. They did Werewolf, they did Vampire, and
Yeah,
now
they've been like reissuing
Exactly.
some of the old stuff.
and I'm super excited
they-
about Hunter the Reckoning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still run that game.
And then they're still involved with like other adaptations,
Yes.
like video game adaptations and stuff. Like
Yeah.
they're still like they still hold the original
And so for
IPs.
as far as I know, the games have been bad so far, but
Yeah.
hopefully one is good at some point.
There's a couple that have been good. Well, I mean a
recent
couple.
recent games.
Yeah, recent games. Yeah,
I
was
heard the
gonna
Werewolf
say,
one
like,
was pretty bad.
I heard bad
the
things
video
about the
game?
werewolf. Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
werewolf one that I heard was bad. They actually released a
Everybody's excited about Vampire though.
yeah. They just released a vampire game, not just like recently, but it is not a. It's like this weird.
It's like a choose your own adventure.
No. There's those. Those are separate. They had some choose your own adventure vampire for Wraith and some others, but they recently released a proper vampire video game.
Okay.
Where you play. I
Wait,
don't remember if
is
it's
that
older-
like the multiplayer like combat game?
That's the one.
Yes, I said.
Oh
That's
my
the
god,
one,
yeah. It
yes.
was like it's like Vampire Knights. Or,
It's like it's
Yeah.
basically like remember when Microsoft made that Shadowrun game, sort of like that.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
basically-
God,
yeah,
so
the
you have
shooter.
like you choose. There's 4 characters, so there's the same one. Like there's not a lot of customization unless like I played the beta, so it might have changed. I haven't tried it in months, but I played the beta for like one session and quickly decided it wasn't for me. But yeah, you got to select like one of 4 vampires, like basically
Tremere.
4 clans. Yeah, well, like there was a Tremere, like 4 clans, like Cabruja, a Toreador, whatever, and then you go into this map and just everybody's trying to kill each other, but you're a vampire, so you have vampire powers.
Yes.
To kill each
so
other
it's
with.
this, so basically how they ruined Shadowrun, how they ruined Nosgoth
Yeah,
with the Soul Reaver series.
yeah.
You ever played Soul Reaver?
oh wait, yeah, Legacy of Kain.
Legacy of Kain. They
Yeah.
actually years ago.
Where they had your scarf and you were like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Which was a
Yeah.
great series of games.
it was like
And-
Kirby for goths.
Exactly. But the best part. Okay, now I cannot
what-
unsee that.
Ah.
But anyway, they actually years ago decided to bring it back as a multiplayer action game, like in the reign of Shadowrun, where like just different vampires fighting against each other. I'm like, this is fucking terrible. And
The
it was, and no one
original-
bought it.
Yeah, I
I
remember
played
that.
the original Legacy of Kain.
Yo,
and that
so
was
good.
so much.
That
It's
was
such a good game.
Yes, and even Soul Reaver was also really good.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just cool to play.
Yeah.
Like, it was the first time I had been introduced to the idea of a dramatic telling of someone's like fall from grace to becoming a villain, like a fucking super villain too.
Although they did kind of give him try to give him a redemption of sorts.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
Yeah, of
Soul
course.
Reaver. I'm like, he's not a good man.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like
No.
he kills people like all the time. There's no.
Yeah.
Make him the villain. Make it a fun story with him being the villain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You don't always have to you don't always have to turn a villain into somebody that you would date. You know,
I
mean, but you
mean,
can't.
fan authors are going to do that anyway. Don't
yeah,
they?
exactly.
It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
people are
Like,
gonna ship
Look,
whatever.
monster fuckers gonna fuck some monsters.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's just how it is.
Yeah, look for our game. Look for Dan's game on itch on our page.
Coming
Monster
soon.
Fucker.
I'm aiming for at least 35,000 words for that one. But look,
That's a lot of
listeners,
descriptions of phalluses.
the joke is that the game that will be released February 7th in 2 days If you are not yet a $5 or higher Patreon backer, now's your chance. If you want to get the latest game that I have created called Seeker's Call, out in 2 days, 19,000 words. It is my biggest game by a factor of 2.
And now that he said it, it has to come
it
out.
has to happen. Yeah, no, I'm saying it like this is coming out February 7th. This should have come out 2 months ago. I've been working on it for 3.
Like you said, 19,000 words.
Which-
I've tried many times to say, maybe you should cut it up. And he just stares at me with daggers. I'm like, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
No.
they're going to be really surprised when they buy it, and it's just a rehash of 3 goblins.
It's just 19,000 worse than 3 goblins. 19,000 goblins in a trench coat.
Okay.
I love it.
But yes, keep an eye out for that, which is the joke. 19,000, 35,000 words. So where were we?
You're doing great, sweetie.
All right.
I'm doing.
Oh, right.
fine.
Horror stories. Dan, do you have any?
I mean, I think I just said mine.
Yeah,
I committed to writing a 5,000 word game.
yeah, that's.
I mean, it's pretty
absolutely
horrible.
fair.
Yeah. But if you got anything.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I recently actually speaking of games in a very roundabout sense, turns out that Dan absolutely loves one particular part of any sort of game.
Yes.
And this blows my mind, but Dan loves fishing.
I do.
In games.
I do.
Do you like real fishing?
I've never fished in my life.
You've never
Fucking
fished?
what?
I've never gone fishing. I'm
Okay.
not. My family did not fish.
Okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm saying this now. Next time I'm going fishing with my dad and my bros.
Yeah.
Bring along.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That murders
Wait.
happen,
Wait. Though.
Uh-huh.
Though, when you say go fishing, this is you drive there, you fish, and then you drive back to civilization.
Yeah, we're not camping anything.
Okay.
Are you crazy? No.
Okay, I just-
We're gonna go to a
just-
place
you-
that
just
job
making
is
sure.
to put us on a boat. We fish. Whatever we fish, they cut it up for us, rip out all the
Okay,
guts.
there
you
we
don't have
go.
to care about any of that
Civilized
shit.
fishing. Yeah, look,
Yes.
I'm just saying because if this involved camping, I'm out because and I've explained this to you guys before, and I may have explained this on the stream previously, but I am a firm believer in that. My ancestors, everybody. Look, we all came from people that lived in caves and huts and places with poor ventilation and lack of electricity because it hadn't been invented yet. And they lived in the woods. They scarved. They scavenged in the ground. They worked hard, and then generation after generation, they all worked hard so that the generations that came after them could be better, could live better lives, would not have to suffer like they did. I feel it is disrespectful to my ancestors to fucking say, I could stay home and enjoy the fucking fruits of human civilization like that, like the automatic cat feeder that's going on right now, and electricity and air conditioning or heating, depending on the season, and the fucking internet and all this stuff, and go like, I want to go out to the woods and live off the land and not have any of the modern comforts of modern life. If I was my ancestors, I would haunt the fuck out of you. I'd go like, motherfucker, I did not sacrifice for you, for my descendants.
I didn't start a family at 8 years old
Exactly.
because life expectancy was 12.
Exactly.
I will say this as a person that was in the Boy Scouts, and occasionally, on occasion, not forever, not like for a week or two, like maybe a day or two, I would like to camp. I totally understand your point of view, which is why whenever I play a video game, and you play one of those video games where they give you options like, it's the end of the game, you can decide to maybe fix the technological problems or maybe remove all technology and everyone goes back to a simple way of life. I'm like, why the fuck would I want to do
fuck
that?
your simple way of life.
I don't want to live till like I'm 10. Fuck
I
you.
want vacuum cleaners.
I want vacuum cleaners. I love it. That would be an amazing. Do you guys remember the old RPGs, like the old, like was it Daggerfall?
Yes.
The old RPGs where instead of making a character like rolling stats, you could just ask answer like 30 questions it poses to you, moral questions and stuff like that, and then it would make your character from that. I would love if we did a version of that where it's all answers we would give, and like one of them is like, you have the choice to go camping, like you have the choice to go camping, or you have the choice to stay inside and watch movies, and one of the answers is I like vacuum cleaners. Or just like, like, how do you feel about technology? Like, well, rock and stick is really all we needed. Like, all the technology I have from nature, my hands. I like vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
Technocracy.
our listeners at Eagle D20, who doesn't like fishing? Who doesn't like fishing in video games? Skyrim with the update, fishing simulator. True. Skyzark, yes, I have for real. Never so much as held a fishing rod
This
in my
blows
hands.
my mind.
Yeah, I am in fact a mosquito magnet, Eagle D20. That is true. I grew up in the Caribbean and they know me. They know
Word
me.
gets around.
Yeah, word gets around.
Oh shit, is that Dan?
Yeah.
They know him as Tasty Buffet in the insect world.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for vacuum cleaners. I mean, for most you will hear them. It's true.
Oh my goodness.
And Eagle D20 mentions that Daggerfall has an absolutely insane mod now called Daggerfall Unity.
Oh.
Of course it does. All of the Bethesda games have been like modded to hell, and
Which is
back.
why
I can't believe people are still playing them.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the
I
thing.
mean, I
like,
tried. I want to.
People play them because of the mods. Like this, I
Yeah.
think personally why Fallout 76 like failed so spectacularly because there was no way for the modders to fix the problem. So like,
Yeah.
oh wait, Bethesda's a shit company. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, the 76 is a very special game.
Yeah.
I know that Daggerfall. I've never heard of Unity. I don't know what that means.
Try that. Daggerfall
I
Unity.
think I kind of heard about like a revamp of the not only the
I mean, probably
engine
it's-
and like the graphics and stuff like that.
All I know is that I got haunted by a fucking ghost, and then I got killed by a vampire over and over. I was not used to open world games that Bethesda made, and so
So it's still the old school Daggerfall graphics.
good.
But I guess
was
it's
worried that
yeah.
it was updated.
But I guess it's like modded to run on Unity. So you've got stuff like water reflections and whatnot, and actual proper shadows and whatnot.
All right. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's
assuming
cool.
they
That's
fixed a
interesting.
couple of bugs and stuff like that.
And it probably
see.
introduced a few new ones.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Because it is after all based on a Bethesda game. Here we go. I got some. This is great, by the way. If you guys like, okay, yeah, you can see normal, or you can see, ooh, look at the reflections and shit.
Nice.
That's cool. I actually kind of want to try this. It looks like fun. It looks like fun.
I don't. That looks like a 27-year-old game or whatever the fuck it
That,
is.
but now it's got reflections and ray tracing though. So
Yes.
Nah, I'm good.
ray tracing.
I'm good. I'm personally looking forward to if it's not shite. I'm looking forward to Dying Light 2.
It's already out.
I know it just came
It's
out.
got it's getting like some good buzz. We'll have to see.
Ever since Cyberpunk,
You want to wait it out until
the reason that I say
I
this
mean,
every
Cyberpunk,
time,
though,
the
was
reason that I
special,
got
but-
Cyberpunk the reason that I pre-ordered it hours before you couldn't do it was because we kind of know the people who do the Cyberpunk tabletop RPG.
Yes.
Lovely people.
Multi-path.
Interesting.
So basically, like he tried to make it as one, and then we're like, okay, so here's the first part. At the end of the first part, here's the menu of options. You are going to choose two of these because I did not enjoy Cyberpunk 2077, and I have a very hard time reviewing games that I don't enjoy. So I imagined 7 people who did, in some way or another, enjoy this game, and I had each one of them review the game. So there are 7 reviews here. You will choose 2 and only 2. Once you have watched a second review, skip directly to the final video. This is the experience I want you to have. You can later come back and replay your experience and choose a different path. But this is what I want. It is a whole experience. The experience of going through this, it's a fucking time commitment. And I admire it because there, but for the grace of better mental health, go I. Like I see a lot of myself in this individual, and I am so glad he exists and is doing this because then that means I don't have to.
Well, if it's anything like Cyberpunk 2077, then it's full of false choices that always end
Yeah.
in the same thing.
Nope, there we go.
There we go. But yes, point is, I strongly recommend if you have the time, patience, and mental fortitude, check out on YouTube Action Button reviews and just set aside a month or 2 of your life to work through them.
What am I, number 2?
Yes, you are, sir.
There we go. Just muted myself. All right.
All right. So yeah, after I went through all that, our viewers have already that or something else happened. Let's see here. Here we go. We're catching up again. My stream thingy went weird. But yes, I've taken over the mic for long enough, and now we are fixing our hardware.
Yep. There we go.
This is people. Is why we started 41 minutes late every time, every goddamn. Oh, we cut out for a few minutes.
Oh, did
That's
we?
what. Okay. Hey, hello, Sleepy. All right, we are back.
Oh, wow.
Dan's entire explanation was lost. Great.
Oh my God,
that's
that's
great. That's
amazing.
amazing. You know what? That fits in. Thanks so much.
So
Thanks
you
so
chose
much
the
for-
path of least explanation.
Yeah,
Okay.
you chose the path of least explanation. I dig that. Look, it boils down to go to YouTube, search for Action Button reviews. Be prepared that they're very long, but absolutely amazing. And by the way, credit where credit is due. I discovered Action Button thanks to Samson, who is one of the players for the other podcast that you should be listening to once you're done listening to Fandible, Explorers Wanted. Good friends of the show, great people, great show, and it was from Samson that I originally heard about this guy and can vouch for this being awesome.
Dope.
Nice.
Broke it. I broke it.
Hey,
Fuck.
I got this. Vamp.
Oh, vamp. Oh, we're supposed to talk. Fuck.
Oh my God. We don't want to listen to your scat jazz recital.
Beep bop. Yep bop bop. Yep bop bop.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm just not
All
gonna
right,
move.
listen, you know what? I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna be right back when we get another sign.
I mean, we've got what time is it? We've got
we've got about 10 minutes
15.
left.
Yeah, we got
All right,
10,
then
15 minutes
Then I won't skedaddle for
at
sign.
worst.
Okay.
Oh, stream elements. Yeah, I guess we did start it off. Am I not a knocker or something? Where? I mean, yes, I am. I just fixed it. Well, no, you're playing a knocker.
I am.
But I'm a knocker in real life. So.
Yeah. No, definitely not a knocker in real life. I do break things very well.
Yeah, you're gremlin. A bit of a
Totally.
gremlin. You're like the unseelie knockers. So literally the gremlins. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
That's your power. Yeah.
Yep, I would love that. So with horror stories out of the way and a general rant about things like video games and side note about the video games. This is what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
I recently found a game called Fishing Simulator.
Yes.
That I purchased for Dan. And I saw it, and sometimes you see a game that you know is for somebody you know. And I bought it for Dan, and then immediately Dan installs it, plays it, and sends me photos of him doing anything humanly possible but fishing
Look, I
in
did
the
caught-
goddamn game.
I caught 2 fish, and I
No, I
explored.
have photos of you with your fucking rod and tackle out in a field
There was a
on
rock.
a mountain,
It was an interesting rock.
like in a forest. And I'm like,
Pretty dope rock.
where's the water?
There were
Dan?"
butterflies. All right.
He's
Butterflies were
sending me
beautiful.
messages like, I think there's an old wizard who needs help with rats over this hill.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm pretty sure there were quests up in them there hills.
oh God, yep. So that's what true friendship is. You go out of your way to get something for a friend that you think they'll really enjoy, and they use the opportunity to troll you.
That's about right.
That is.
I was telling you, like, this game is like giving me like fucking like wind speed. Like this is fishing simulator,
Yeah.
so it's giving me like wind speed and direction. Like that's adorable. Like I'm going like that's gonna make any difference to my strategy of click and wiggle mouse until fish.
Yeah, until and then to know that you actually have never gone fishing.
No, this is why like I assume that's how this works. You throw the thing and you kind of wiggle until fish.
Yeah,
I want to say something, but I won't.
Ah, see, I'm right. I'm right. Wiggle until that's another T-shirt.
wiggle until fish.
Yeah.
Actually,
People are gonna get so confused about our show. Fandible.com.
It's like none of these
wiggle
things
until
happen in
fish.
the episodes. Yeah, but they're funny.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So
Goblins are the unseelie knockers. You're right, Eagle D20. You're
There
right.
we go.
Not gremlins, goblins. Are
Yeah.
they?
Wait, are
Yeah.
gremlins in the changeling?
Well, no, yeah, there are
gremlins
unseelie, like the
little-
unseelie knockers. Yeah, I think they are.
Was
The
there anything
goblins
called
are
gremlins in that setting?
Yeah. there
no,
might be.
gremlins are something. They are mythological. What are they called? Chimerical. They're chimerical
Yeah,
things
yeah.
that can that can show
Oh,
up.
because changeling gets,
Oh,
changeling
get
gets weird.
Really?
Right? No, I mean because there are the Seelie Fae, and then there are there's sort of the Thalane unseelie versions, but then there's the Galane, which are not the unseelie versions of anything. They're just unseelie on their own.
These are words that
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's it
I
gets weird.
don't
you know.
get
Honestly,
anything about
here's
what you're saying.
here's the thing. We complain about sometimes we complain about the complexity and terminology of the different games that we have played, like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
shots and stuff like that. But you can't beat White Wolf. White Wolf just absolutely expects you to speak a completely different language. And, say what you will about riffs and things like that, but at least it uses languages or words that you can understand for the most part.
Yeah.
The terminology for alien creatures notwithstanding, it uses words that you kind of understand, that you kind of know. White Wolf constantly asks every genre player to learn an entirely new. I mean, that's why it opens up with a lexicon in every book. That's how in depth these terminologies are going to become.
And to their credit, we did it. We learned that lexicon. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we did as nerds.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been beneficial since I was 12 years old doing that, because they do utilize what would be considered complex or advanced words for my age at that time. That definitely helped me out in like English class and stuff like that. And the SATs, if I had ever taken them. So but it's just a completely different language, not nearly as much as D&D though. D&D is just gobbledygook. Yeah. So any questions?
Let's see. Sleepy mentions, I thought he thought Gremlins were what happens when mages don't do magic right or something. Maybe that's a Call of CFD, Chronicles of Darkness.
Yeah.
Chronicles of Darkness. I vaguely remember there being something like that, but we're not like super familiar with mage, especially not Chronicles of Darkness mage. But I vaguely remember something about that. He also mentioned that he didn't learn the lexicon, but he just frustrated everyone he played with. Right? Everybody's like, are you an Arun or a Galliard? And, I'm a dude that turns into a wolf.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, whatever, man. That's fine. Oh, you're a child of Gaia.
Gremlins are a subtype of the wizened seeming, a culture-themed kith of.
Well, yeah. So there's Changeling the Lost, and Changeling the Lost does have gremlins as but which is a whole other thing. Yeah.
The reboots. The reboots. Somehow grittier and darker than. Oh, hey. Speaking of grittier and darker, have you guys heard of Baywatch Nights?
Of course I have. Yep. Yes. That was the one with okay, wait.
Is it? I barely remember. It was like they were Baywatch Nights was like murder mysteries or something.
Yeah, it was murder mysteries, and it had the guy from Hasselhoff. Thank you. No, Hasselhoff, because he was in Baywatch Days.
Yeah,
he was a crossover character. He's the one that decided.
So during the day, he's just regular. He's just running on the beach. During the night, he's chasing
during the day,
criminals.
he's a lifeguard, and at night, he's a PI.
Yeah.
So when does he fucking sleep?
Exactly. No,
it's like the Batman. Yeah, it's like Batman. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, evil doesn't sleep.
Okay.
So crime
neither
doesn't.
I just want to see him use his skills like during the night, from the night in the day. Like he just saves someone, just snaps. It's like, oh fuck, wrong time.
He's like trying to rescue somebody in the water during the daytime. He slaps the cuffs on him. Oh no, wrong muscle memory. Huff, you done it again. So a friend of mine came over, showed my partner and I this movie or this show, and it was definitely our brand of bad.
Yeah.
Like so audaciously bad. And also fucked up my YouTube algorithm something terrible.
Yes.
Oh, dude, YouTube. I mean, I still do like stuff like Nightman and stuff, so it's not too much different on my algorithm, but it definitely thought I was into like the Hoff. Which, did you know he could sing?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he's
all of
famous
Germany
in Germany.
knows.
Yeah, he's really big in Germany.
All of Germany knows, yeah.
So there are good, bad shows, I think, that are, as I said before, audacious. They reach higher than they have any right to.
Yeah.
I think that.
Hey, DB, how you doing? There he is on the camera. Everybody meet DB. DB, look at the camera.
What's up, DB?
What you need to do is over here and then lift it.
Yeah, David Hasselhoff playing a guy who's also a PI and also a lifeguard. That's wild, and I kind of love how nonsense it is. And then my partner and I watched the Jared Padalecki reboot of Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh God,
was
that
a
was a
reboot of
thing.
that?
Yeah,
It's still on.
I forgot that existed. I erased
Yeah.
that. Hey,
What?
buddy.
Guys, it's not good.
No, it's not.
It's not good.
It's not.
Huh.
I feel bad saying I feel bad saying that, but it's not good.
Yeah.
It's as if the writers absolutely here it is. It's as if somebody from the mid 90s was frozen in ice, thawed out, and then told to write a new Texas Chainsaw Walker. And it's bad. And the thing is, like, you're watching these actors do their best with this goddamn writing and terrible directing. I mean, Jared Padalecki is doing like so much face acting, so much contortion to try to infuse a scene with pathos and emotion, and it looks like he's just having a fucking seizure. It's not good. It's really, guys, we need to save Jared Padalecki.
Yeah, we do. We do. He deserves better.
Wasn't there a reboot a while back of MacGyver?
Yes.
that any good?
Oh, I watched that. It was so bad.
Oh God.
Oh my God. I almost didn't make it through. It was so bad. Just step on something
There
louder,
we go.
Dino.
There we go. There we go.
Wow.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like the crowd loves him.
Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, no, MacGyver was shit.
Yeah,
It was real.
I heard real bad
It
things
was
about
testosterone infused nonsense. It
Which
was
doesn't
the
make sense for a MacGyver series.
It was the personification of walking away from an explosion without looking backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just that.
Did he still
kind of-
invent things, or did he? Anything he went was just a gun.
He invented stuff. I think he invented who put that there?
He's like, crunchy, crunchy.
Anyways,
Great.
um,
He looks so content.
yeah. So it was very bad. Though I did hear recently, and I want to check this out once we've wrapped for tonight. Apparently, there is a Japanese Columbo.
Oh.
Oh.
There's a Japanese Columbo, and it's
Oh.
literally not it's not like a reimagining. It's just a Columbo with the hair and the one more thing and everything, but it's Japanese. And
I need to learn how
wanna-
to say one more thing in Japanese. Yeah, we need to watch this.
I want to see it so much because ever since Spiderman,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have absolutely loved Japanese takes on American shows. Absolutely. I understand that there's a movie that is based off of Friends called Battle Royale. That's a feel good film in the summer.
Good times.
I've read the manga. It's depressing as fuck. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, and sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, mojitosu, mojitosu.
And we just lost the weebs.
Mojito?
Oh, right. I'm gonna just Google translate this for me.
You
Mojitotsu.
got it. You fucking
That
nailed
was
it.
right.
Mojito-
Fucking
that
nailed
was,
it.
it was
Mojitotsu.
weird. It was as if like
Oh,
a
right.
Japanese man
Yeah, exactly,
was in the room
exactly,
with us. It
yeah.
was freaking me out.
Mojitotsu.
Yep.
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 So, walk out. Stop. Mojitotsu.
Okay. Yeah, we need to watch that.
Do
We need
you
to
remember
add
that?
to our
Do you remember that?
repertoire.
I can't remember if it was SNL. No, not SNL. Maybe Mad TV. I can't remember which one where they did Columbo, but the Columbo was a shark.
You know, I don't remember that, but I want to watch it now.
No, yeah, there was a skit where Columbo was a shark, and whenever he does the one more thing, he just basically bites into a person, and the person like just starts screaming. There's blood splatters everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
That's-
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember SNL Land Shark skits.
yeah.
But,
Land shark.
Yeah,
Great
exactly.
classics.
It's like, are you the land shark? I'm just a dolphin, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Opens the door, gets eaten. All right, so gents, I think that's all the time we've got. I've
Yeah,
gotta
we got to
prepare
wrap it
for
up
a
because we
game.
are recording tonight.
Yeah.
Are we telling the folks what we're recording?
Yeah, we are recording Shadowrun.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So I've gotta type up some pretty words to,
Yep.
for the setting, and make sure that I actually have the stats laid out and everything like that. Print out a couple of cheat sheets because oh my god, this combat.
I discovered as looking at my character sheet that there's a thing that I've never done that's on my character sheet. I have a power that I never used. So
I
that's
just
fun.
discovered that I have more services on my summon than I thought because apparently I didn't. If my summon is in combat, his powers don't count as services. So sweet.
Listen, folks, we are admittedly entertaining. We're not good, especially not at playing tabletop RPGs, which is funny because it's kind of what we do.
Fandible.com. Very enthusiastic, not very good.
Not very
And
good.
for those wondering, the Shark Columbo thing I mentioned was Shark Columbo on Funny or Die.
Hell yeah, I'll check it out.
Dope. All right. That sounds fantastic.
All right.
And, for God's sake, Stockberry, thank you for showing
He's
up.
having the greatest
Sorry, our
time.
producer telling us that's our time. We got to wrap.
All right, cheat sheet. You mean a small book mentions Eagle D20, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh
And,
boy.
All right, so everybody, thank you as always for joining us. We will try and continue doing this. The past couple of weeks have been an adventure. So while our goal is to do these every week, just keep an eye on our Discord channel for like an hour before 7 on weekends, and who knows? Who knows?
Exactly. So, if at any time you have any questions for us, then you can just email us at fandible@gmail. Just use the header question or question. Just a header of office hours.
Office hours,
and we'll try to answer it on air.
Dope.
So, I'm Dan.
I'm Jesus.
I'm Dan. I'm
Dave.
Dave.
Wait, what? You're?
I'm Dan. This is
I'm
Dave.
David. How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm Jesus.
All right.
Jesus.
We'll see you. We'll see you next time.
I'm redhead and have no
just
soul.
one more thing.